body that feels good needs a balance of strength to support it and length to allow for ease of movement. Let's lengthen our spine and legs while strengthening them. Come to the floor on your hands and knees. Draw your tummy up and in so you have a flat, strong back like a tabletop. Your wrists are below your shoulders, your fingers are spread wide and pressed into the mat to form a strong support. Your knees are below your hips and your toes can be curled under or flat to the floor. If your wrists are uncomfortable, you can place a folded blanket under the heels of your hand or make a fist and rest on the knuckles and first joint of your fingers with the thumbs facing forward. Begin the cat-cow flow by releasing your tummy and chest towards the floor as your hips lift up and you look forward, sway-backed like a happy cow. Then draw the tummy in and up towards the sky as your hips drop and you look back towards your thighs, arching your back like a fierce cat. Inhale as you flow back to cow, dropping the tummy and looking forward. Exhale as you draw the tummy up and into cat and relax your neck. Continue this flow at the rate of your breath, inhaling to cow, exhaling to cat. You may enjoy closing your eyes as you go through this flow so you can mindfully notice the various sensations in your spine. This flow always makes me feel good if my back is tired. It's a great way to warm up your spine in the morning and relax it before bed. Come back to table. Lift your right leg straight out behind you. Flex your foot and engage the muscles in your right leg. Do your best to keep your hips level, so consciously lower the right hip a bit. Reach out through the sole of your foot. Lower the leg to the floor with the toes curled under. Press through your heel, keeping your legs straight and engaged and your right hip low. Lift your right leg and swing it out to the right side of your body. Plant your right foot to the floor in line with your left knee. Be sure to press through the outer edge of your foot for support. Bring your weight onto your left hand and knee and bring your right arm up to your hip. And then when you feel balanced, all the way up to the sky. Keep your left arm strong and reach up with the right hand. If it's available to you, look up at your hand. Exhale as you bring your hand back down to the ground and bring your right leg back into your flat table pose. We'll repeat the sequence with the left leg. So lift your left leg straight back, flex your foot and engage the leg. Lower the left hip so that the toes are pointing straight down. Press back through your heel. Lower the leg to the floor with the toes curled under. Continue to extend through your heel, keeping your legs straight and engaged. Lift your left leg and swing it around the left side of your body. Plant it in line with your right knee, pressing both sides of the foot into the ground. Draw your weight onto your right hand and knee, and lift your left arm up to your hip, and then all the way up to the sky. Push strongly through your right hand as you reach your left arm up to the sky. And look up at your hand if you can while remaining balanced. Bring your left hand back down to the mat and draw your left leg back in. Widen your knees and bring your big toes together. Walk your hands out in front of you as you lower your torso to the ground and draw your hips back towards your ankles for child's pose. Rest on the center of your forehead. If your head does not meet the floor, rest your forehead on stacked fists. If child's pose is uncomfortable for you, an alternative is to keep the knees in the same position as table pose and walk the hands forward into puppy pose. Come down onto your forearms, keep your hips high, and allow your chest to release towards the floor. Rest your forehead on the floor on your fists. Whichever pose you chose, Draw your attention to your lower back and consciously relax those muscles, which will lower your chest closer to the floor. Walk your hands back up and return to table pose. Walk your hands forward until you come onto your tummy. Prop yourself up onto your forearms. Bring your elbows close into your body and directly under your shoulders. Bring your legs together. Press your pelvis into the floor and grip the mat lightly with your fingers to help draw your chest forward in a back bend. Keep your neck long so your gaze should be low to the floor near your hands. Press down through your forearms and keep reaching up through the crown of your head. Bend your right knee and point your toes to the ceiling. Look over your right shoulder toward your toes, allowing your left shoulder to lower towards the floor. Release through your left ribs and waist. Bring your gaze back forward and lower your leg. And now bend the left leg and look over your left shoulder at your pointed toes. Release on the right side from your hips all the way up to your ribs. And now bring your gaze back forward and lower your leg. Bring your arms alongside your body with the palms facing up and lower your head so your forehead rests on the floor. As you inhale, lift up your head, neck, and shoulders and reach back with your fingers. Keep the back of your neck long so that as you lower, you rest on your forehead again. On your next inhale, repeat this movement, lifting up head, neck, shoulders, and extending back through the fingers, and then lowering as you exhale. Repeat this movement at the rate of your breath. If you're feeling strong in this movement, add your legs. So as you inhale, press down through your pelvis, lift up your head, neck, shoulders, and legs. This flow is great for strengthening your back, which will help with your posture and may help with back soreness. The next time you lower you to the ground, bring your arms up and make a pillow with your hands. Turn your head to one side to rest on your hands. Bring your toes wider than your heels so that you're resting on the inside of your legs and feet. Let your back rest for a couple of breaths. Bring your knees and toes back together. Release your arms out to the side so you can lower your head and rest your forehead on the floor again. Bend your arms like a cactus and let them rest on the floor at shoulder height. In this flow, we'll lift opposite arms and legs. We'll start with your right arm and left leg. Exhale, and as you inhale, lift up the right arm and left leg. And exhale as you lower. On the next inhale, lift up your left arm and right leg. Exhale as you lower. Continue this movement, letting your breath guide you. If you feel like you have to hold your breath when you lift, don't lift quite as high. Keep your gaze low so your neck stays and you come to rest on your forehead in between each lift. After the next time you lift your left arm and right leg, lower and then make a pillow with your hands, resting your head on the side. Bring your toes out wider than your heels and let your back rest from all the strength you've built.